Hi, this is But First Coffee, and I'm Susie Oberholtz. And I don't know if anybody's going to show up tonight. It's kind of late for me to be doing a live. So, anyway, I just went ahead and went live instead of doing a recording. So, if somebody comes in, fine. And if not, catch y'all on the replay. I'm going to do a little Temu haul and probably a cancer um, update. I went to my doctor's today. So, anyway, I'm going to start with the Temu haul. And I wrote this down because I thought that it was pretty interesting. I ordered 6 items, and my total came to $56.56, which was funny. And I had a $29.45 credit. So I ended up paying $26.01 for 6 items, which I thought was a pretty good deal. The credit that you get is from if you buy items and then they hi Denise, and then they go down in price. Temu gives you the difference in it. So like if it's 30 cents cheaper than when you bought it, they give you a 30-cent discount or whatever. Hi Dawn. I was just telling about my Temu haul. I had 6 items that came to 56.56, but I had a $29.45 credit from price reductions where they gave me money back on if the prices went down after I bought it. So I only had to pay $26.01 for 6 items. So I thought that was pretty neat. So anyway, this will be a fast one, and then I'm going to update y'all a little bit on my cancer stuff. So anyway, the first item, better get this over here where I can see what I paid for them. I went ahead and opened it and wrote down my prices. These are my favorite socks, and there are 10 pairs of socks here, and they're the little short ones. And they have these cute little tabs on the back that have this little smiley face. But they're just those, the little short socks. But anyway, there's 10 different pair of them. And they were $6.66. And that was before my discounts. I got a discount on it too that actually went towards my next order. So, but anyway, 10 pairs of socks. There's kind of a tan pair. Kind of looks green on screen, but to me, I guess it's kind of green. My lighting, oh gosh, there we go. My lighting's terrible in here, and it's another kind of off-white and a white pair, a grayish, brownish kind of coffee color, black. Oops, they're falling over on me. It's kind of a pink pair. That mustard yellow. Sorry. Kind of an orange. And blue. They all have that little face on the back. And this just sticks up just enough in your shoe. It doesn't, unless you have, well, if you have some pretty low profile sneakers on, this shows. But most of the time, it doesn't really show. But it just keeps that little bit kind of padded back there. So I really like it. Yeah, those are cute. I'll get done with this pretty quickly. Let's see who we've got in here. Denise. Hi. Dawn. Miss Sunrise Dawn. How are you doing? Talking amongst yourselves again. Dawn says those are cute. Yeah, they are cute. And they're very soft. They're very cottony feeling. And I didn't even look to see what the actual material is, but I think they're cotton. They certainly feel like cotton. But I thought, gosh, $6.66 for 10 pairs of socks. That is, that's a pretty good deal. Okay, so then the rest of it, the other 5 items are all shirts that I got. And they're all that 95% polyester, 5% spandex or whatever they call it. Yeah, spandex. But it feels like cotton, and I like it. They don't shrink. They do great in the washer and dryer. They don't wrinkle bad. I mean, they're kind of, some of them a little wrinkled after they've been just crammed in these bags. But anyway, we'll just look at these real quick. But I got this one, and I got all of these in a size 20. Very, very, very soft. I don't usually do horizontal stripes, but I thought this was cute. It's just got like the little pocket here on the front. It's a V-neck. It's kind of long. So I think it's actually long enough that I'd probably be able to wear it with leggings or something too. So I liked it quite a bit. And that one was $7.59. And I did get a couple of little price reductions on it too. So I actually got it for probably about $7. And then I've got this one. You'll notice a kind of a theme. Apparently I was looking at animals with glasses on. I don't know why. Now I paint animals with glasses on all the time. I do bunnies and cows and dogs and horses and all kinds of animals with, so I guess, maybe I was thinking along that line. But this one is a bunny, and she's got glasses on and a little hair bow. Isn't that cute? And again, it is such a nice cotton. It's a little bit stretchy. Well, it's not cotton, it's polyester, but it feels like cotton. I just love it. Now, some of that polyester stuff I don't like. I mean, Love and Life. You've been planning on doing a Temu order, but I keep putting it off. I love it. I mean, you got to really watch. And their clothes, I find that most of the time their clothes are very true to size. There's always those jokes about, it's like, like they'll show something tiny and it'll say it was a Temu large or something, and it's like this teeny tiny thing or something. But I haven't had that problem. The only thing that I don't like is sometimes they have the polyester material that's kind of shiny, and I don't like it. But if you really look at your pictures and stuff, you can usually tell. But anyway, so the gray bunny shirt was $9.48 before the discounts. And then I got another t-shirt. Again, this one's even softer than some of the others. I wonder if it is actually cotton. Let me see. I don't think it is. I think I read on all of them. Usually the tags on the side. There we go. Let's see here. This one says 100% polyester, and I thought it was, it doesn't even have the spandex in it. But isn't this cute? Let me see here. Yeah, it's a zebra with glasses and a hair bow. I'm not very good at this. And again, it's pretty long. I like to be able to wear them with leggings or like a pair of shorts or something. And then I've got another one. This one is a tiger. Not only does this one have glasses, but it's blowing a bubble, it looks like. And it feels like the typical 95 and 5. Isn't that cute? I really liked it. And then one more. This one's funny, y'all. And again, it feels like straight up cotton, but it does have a little bit of stretch to it. So I'm sure it's the 95 and 5. But this one says, cluck around and find out. Which I thought that was adorable. It's been my attitude lately. Cluck around and find out. Ugh. But anyway, I'm gonna check the chat real quick, and then we'll go on to the talking about my cancer update. I'm gonna do a whole video on kind of my whole journey, but I want to go ahead and update you all on my doctor's appointment today. The Sunrise Dawn is hanging in there. Been a rough couple days. Girl, I've been thinking about you. I was telling my daughter about you today, actually. I'm doing good. Kind of had a rough day today. Just kind of emotional. And I got real emotional with Natalie's video too. And I think that anytime that there's like cancer, it's almost like you're on some kind of team. And I think that you start feeling each other's stress and fear and everything. I don't know. I think you just start feeling it more. Dawn has family in the Cleveland area. Cool. I love it. You're a bargain shopper. Girl, my daughter and I were talking about that today because I'm in the midst of buying a car. And I just don't want to spend that money. Do you all? I'm probably the last person on earth, apparently, that understands that. I mean, cars are like buying a house used to be. It's just unreal. Like, there's like, my husband's wanting a pickup, and I want a car. Well, not a car, I want an SUV. But he's looking at trucks, and he's not going to buy a brand new. Well, actually, I think he is going to buy a brand new one. We changed our mind. But anyway, he's not going to buy. It's nice, but it's not fancy, fancy. But there are trucks that are like 100 grand and up. And I'm just like sitting there just looking at it like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, there's one that we really love, OSU, like Oklahoma State Cowboys, you know? And there's this one that's sitting there and it's this bright orange and it's got blacked out wheels and blacked out windows and all this stuff. And I was thinking, oh, there you go. Perfect truck for him. I mean, it had everything he wanted. I mean, everything. And I promise this gets back to the bargain shopping. But anyway, they didn't have a price on it. They got a price on everything else in the lot, but there wasn't a price on that one. Well, I got on the internet and looked it up. Like $110,000. And I told him, I said, because, I'd been like, you work hard, you work your butt off. You can buy whatever you want. He's getting ready to retire. He usually keeps them about 10 years. I mean, we're not big. We don't buy them every 2 or 3 years. It's 10, 12 years. I said, you can get anything you want. Well, he's looking at this orange truck and I saw the price on it. I'm like, no, X that out. You can't have anything you want. You can't have that. But anyway, so then he has me looking. Well, I've got a little Cadillac SUV. It's a 2014. It's not the big Escalade. It's a small one. I love it. And it's only got like 60 something, not even 70,000 miles on it. And so, but it's like, we're starting to worry about if things are going to start going wrong with it. And we're going to do some traveling. So I'm going to put some miles on it fairly quick coming up. And so he wants to look at things. Well, he wanted me to look at an Escalade because it's got room to put all the grandkids in it. But I keep telling him, we're not taking all the grandkids everywhere we go. We might take 1 or 2 here and there, but we're not going to take 7 grandkids, 9 if you add the husband and the baby. But anyway, we're not taking all the grandkids with us. So I don't have to have like this huge vehicle. But anyway, so a new Escalade, $120,000. So we start looking for used ones. And the price goes down pretty fast. I mean, not a lot, but it does go down some. But the mileage is also up. And I'm like, I'm not going to spend, it was like 50 something $1,000. And I'm like, I'm not going to spend $50,000 to be in the same boat I'm in now with the same mileage as what mine's got on it. That's just ridiculous. So anyway, I spent probably 2 hours today bargain shopping cars. And my head hurts. It's just like, ugh. But I am a bargain shopper. Girl, me and Megan were talking about that if I go into a store, I go straight to it don't matter what it is. I look, whether it's clothes or anything, I look at the clearance stuff first. And then I start looking at the sale stuff and, work my way to the normal stuff. When I go into Target, I look at the cheap racks of everything. I go and look and see if they've got, if I'm looking at dishes or anything, I look and see if they've got like dishes or anything on sale. I don't pay full price for anything. I love the thrift stores. I love garage sales. I mean, I love all of it. And I mean, my husband makes a decent living. I mean, we're not rich by any stretch of the imagination. We we were blessed that we did inherit some money, and not a lot, but we did inherit some, and that allows us to be able to we use the, oh, what is this called? Dividends that it pays for like vacations and stuff like that. So, yeah, we've got that, but we've got to use that for retirement. So, I mean, we're not wealthy people, but, he makes a good living enough that I don't have to work. And I've never had to. I always have, but I've never had to. But I've always bargain shopped, and I always kind of consider that as kind of part of my contribution to our income, is that I can I can find a bargain. And I will look on Temu, and I will look on anything and everything. Now, if Temu's stuff sucks, I send it back. And if I thought it sucked, or if I thought it was like, cheap and nasty, I wouldn't brag on it. And some of their stuff is. I mean, it's just like anything. You go to Walmart and some of the crap's crap, and some of it's good. So, yeah, today's polyester ain't like what we had to deal with in the 70s. No, it's not. These are cool. I mean, like very, lightweight and cool and nice. I don't know if you can hear my husband. He's griping at my dog. Bobby, knock it off. She's knocking on my bedroom door again. Um, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. Yes, please do. I lost, I think, 2 subscribers today, and it's probably just a YouTube thing, because I don't think I did anything that made anybody mad. But it always happens. They may be back now. I don't know. But yes, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. And also, when this video is over, come back and make a comment in the comment section, because tomorrow I'm doing the giveaway for the makeup and stuff. And I was looking at it today, and I was like, this is some nice stuff. I was, pretty impressed with what I had accumulated to give away. I mean, it's probably easily a couple $100 worth of products. So full price. I didn't pay full price for it because I'm a bargain shopper. Oh, you finally made it to one of my lives. Yeah, it's good to see you. If you want to check it out, I'm actually some kind of an affiliate, but I just don't know if I'm gonna mess with it. They say they'll give me money to shop with and everything, and I'll probably look into it at some point. But I just haven't done it. But you can just look it up on. I mean, just do an app, and do it on your phone or iPad or whatever. You can also do it on a regular computer. But I mean, I think it's easy. Now the way that I do mine is I've got it set up where I pay with PayPal. I have never had any trouble with any of my information getting out or anything. I've never had any trouble with them overcharging me. In fact, undercharging me, be more like it. I mean, sometimes I've ordered things. I had these really cute, I think if it did it, I don't know if the thumbnail did it, with me and my daughter and my husband. My daughter has on a pink sweater that's got hearts all over it. And the sweater was like, I don't know, 12 or $13. It wasn't very much. And it's a really nice warm sweater. And anyway, when they sent it to me, they sent me 2, and I went immediately and looked, and they only charged me for 1. So I got a hold of them and I said, listen, I got 2 of these and I only paid for 1. They're like, just keep it. It's fine. So, and that's happened more than once. They've sent me other items that the packages, like the plastic bags, will kind of be stuck together or something. And I'll get, I mean, not all the time, but it's happened 4 or 5 times that I've gotten 2 of something, and I've got a hold of them and they're like, just keep it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Look at me with all the bells and whistles. I want to learn how to do things like put video clips in my videos, or, I'm going to go on Mama's Life next week. And so I'm going to get my first taste of how to do like the whole two of us on one stream and everything. But anyway, so I'm starting to learn. But I really like the little deal with I guess it's showing the ticker with my email address across the bottom. I like that. And I don't know. I'm practicing. I changed some of the stuff to pink for breast cancer. So I don't know. Joe McCoy, hello folks. Stopped in to see how Miss Susie is doing. I'm doing pretty good. I'm tired. How are you doing? Did you get that package of stuff that I sent you? I haven't talked to you, and I haven't tracked it to see if it got to you, but it should have got there probably Saturday. Hopefully it got there. If not, let me know and I'll track it and we'll find out where it's at. Do amazing stuff with polyester nowadays, not like the polyester my mom used to. Oh, I know. That stuff was awful, wasn't it? Ugh. Cute shirts. Yeah, very nice. That's awesome. Oh, I need the chicken one. Yeah, did I tell you that one was $8.96? Now you can't hardly beat a $9 t-shirt, and it's real comfortable and soft. And so, I mean, I liked it. And I've got several of their shirts and I wash them all the time and throw them in the dryer. I'm not gentle with my stuff. I mean, there's a few things like some of my Lady Co stuff I'm a little more gentle with, but t-shirts and stuff, I throw them in the washing machine with sweats and everything else, and they come out fine. Yep. Cluck around and find out. Yeah. So sad to see Natalie's videos. It's so sad. But they do some amazing stuff. They really do. And he's come through all this before, and I mean, look at me. I just keep coming through it. So that is a club no one wants to join. That is absolutely true. Did y'all see the picture that I put on my community page? The lady in the middle, her name is Kathy, and she's watching some of my videos now. So if you're on there, Kathy, good to see you. If you see this on the replay, she is the sweetest lady, and we started radiation the same day, but she had 2 more treatments than I did. But we didn't know each other before that, and I really hadn't got a chance to talk to her much until just the very end. But Megan and I, we snuck over there. We found out when her last day was and what time she's going to be there and everything. And everybody there knew we were coming except for her. And so we snuck in there and surprised her because she said she didn't have anybody that could be there with her when she got to ring the bell. And it just broke our hearts. And I mean, she's such a sweet, sweet lady. And I know everybody gets busy. I'm not like saying anything bad about anybody. I mean, I'm lucky that Megan and Mark could go with me. Mark's off on Fridays now, and I finished on Friday, and Megan's been taking me most of the time. And I'm so blessed. But it sure made our day to be able to share that with her. She's a sweet, sweet lady. You're a cancer survivor 2 times. I'm on my 3rd diagnosis right now in breast cancer. And I've been fighting it for 13 years. So anyway, John says hi. I really was talking about you today, Miss Sunrise Dawn. I told my daughter that you're not well right now, and that you're so fun, and that I really like you, and I just hope you're taking care of yourself and listening to what they say. Get better. Oh, I know. I hate car shopping. It's the numbers just, and what do you do? I mean, you have to have a car. You have to, it's like, what do you do? And I mean, the prices on the cars right now, I'm embarrassed. Like literally, like I'm afraid that somebody's going to be like, "Oh, Susie, she's rich, or she thinks she's rich," or because I'm not rich and I don't think we're rich. But like the prices on it, I guess I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just I'm still just floored by the prices on stuff. I just can't believe it. Whenever I saw that truck and it was $110,000, and I'm like, what? And there's one right next to it, the one he's looking at, that's got not all the same bells and whistles, but most of it. It's just not orange. And it doesn't have a special exhaust on it. And, there's a few little things. But anyway, the one he's looking at is like $60,000, which is still making me want to throw up. I mean, literally, I want to be sick. Well, I don't want to be, but I feel like I'm going to be. Oh, it's awful. But they've got you. And then, oh God, it's just the financing and all that. And I just, oh, you always head to the clearance racks. I love it. Yep. I love the clearance racks. That's the first thing I look at. And I even go to like where it's already like a discount thing. Like, do y'all have Ross? We have these stores called Ross, and they have clothes and kitchen stuff and toys and some tools and housewares and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, it's just a store called Ross, and but it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it would be, if it's like probably where they've overstocked or something. It's kind of like a TJ Maxx, only bigger, or whatever those kind of stores are, but bigger. But anyway, I still go to the clearance racks and know, so it's discounted to begin with. And then I'm like, well, no, that's not discounted enough. I still need to have, you know, I still have to have a little bit lower than that. If I was going to buy $100,000 vehicle, it better clean my house, do my taxes, take care of me when I'm old, and tell me I'm pretty. Amen. And I absolutely, I told my daughter, we were laughing today, and I said, God, this car, I was talking about the Escalade that I'm not getting, that I'm absolutely not getting. But anyway, I was talking about it, and I said that it has a seat warmer and a seat cooler, and I said, and I think it probably has a butt wiper. I said, it better for that much money. And we were just laughing about, I mean, we get tickled over easy things sometimes. It's been a tough couple of days. Yeah, it has. It really has. I'm doing good. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm just about to buy your wife a car. Isn't that crazy? Oh, it's so depressing. You shop the clearance racks and addicted to thrift stores. Oh, I know. Yeah, yeah, I'll make a list like of stuff that I know that I'm going to want, and I save it for Prime Day or Black Friday, that kind of thing too. Oh my goodness, it's 3 a.m. in Scotland. I always forget about, like, I don't know. Our son lives in Germany, and I forget about the time difference. But like, I'll email him or something, or message him on Facebook, and I'm like, why isn't he answering me? And then I'm like, duh, Susie, you know, you don't have to work, but we aren't rich, us either. We received an inheritance that we invested for retirement. Yeah, yeah, that's what we do. Um, it's kind of funny. Mark had the stereotypical, what they say, like a rich uncle, and he had a rich uncle that he didn't have children, so he gave his money to Mark and his sisters. And well, not only, I mean, there was other people. His wife got some, and his church got a bunch, and I mean, but we did get an inheritance. But I tell you what, by the time they take the taxes out of it, and then we had to pay, he paid they had a family, um, oh, museum. The family started a museum. I mean, it wasn't just for the family, but the family started it. And so all of us had to pay from our inheritance X amount of dollars to this museum, and which subsequently went out of business. And not sure where all that money went, but anyway, oh well. But yeah, that's, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be able to do it. And we have not went on a vacation in about 4 years while I've been messing with all this last round of cancer and everything. And so we've saved up those dividends and saved up some more money and stuff. And so that's how we're going to buy the vehicles, so that we don't have to finance them, because I I just can't do it. It scares me to death to finance something. You just don't know. It scares me, I just, ugh. I want to tell all of you we took Giz to his new foster, and he will have a great life. Aw, the best fosters I have ever known. They find great homes. Aw, that's cool. Hey, Carrie Ann, it's good to see you too. Yeah, Dawn, you're going on your trip. Yep. A 2023 car, and it was two-thirds the cost of your house. I don't doubt it. I'm glad y'all are understanding, because I mean, if we do this, if we do purchase these things, I'm gonna be excited, and I'll probably show y'all pictures and stuff. But I'm all that. Like, I don't want anybody to think I'm bragging about it, because it's like, I am not bragging. I'm just, well, I mean, you might be bragging, like, look at my cool car, but oh, the price on them, it's just, yeah, you go ahead and go for a little bit and come back if you do. Yeah, Mama and I are gonna do a live together. We're not sure what day. We were setting it up for Friday, and then I remembered that we were going to be out of town. We're going, well, to look at cars, but we've also got a little side trip that we're going to make, and so we're going to be out of town that day. So I said, can we do it next week? Hi, Kimberly. Pup Groomer 20. Hey. You had thyroid and ovarian cancer. Like someone said, a club no one wants to join. Absolutely. But we can support each other and fight on. We sure can. We sure can. That was a big reason that I wanted to start this channel. I mean, I wanted to do, some Temu hauls, and I want to talk about Scientology and stuff. But there's just so many people that have, been affected by cancer, that I thought, I might find some friends on there that's been affected by cancer. And, we can just make friends. I love Ross. I just went a couple months ago. I haven't been in a while. I really, I had chemo every Friday for a year. And then I was like off of that for a couple months, but I was still so tired and everything. And then started radiation and did that for about 6 weeks. And so, it just, you get to where you don't want to go anywhere. Yep. Dawn Gloves is going to Colorado. She's going to watch the eclipse. So, hey, Carrie Ann. Okay, so anyway, I was going to go ahead and update y'all on my little cancer thing. I've got a paper somewhere. Here it is. The cancer that I have, it's called malignant. Let's see if I can read it. Malignant neoplasm of overlapping sites of left breast in female, estrogen receptor negative. That's one of the deals that it's called. They've got other names and stuff for it too. Um, so I went to the oncologist today, and not the greatest of news. I can't get my scans and for about another 4 to 6 weeks because um, you have to wait for the radiation to kind of work its way out of your body. That's why they said, that I would still feel the effects of it for about 4 weeks. But they said that if I did scans while the radiation is still in my body, that it would just light up and it would look like I have cancer everywhere. And we don't want that. I mean, what's the point? Because it wouldn't tell us anything. So anyway, I have to wait 4 to 6 weeks for that. 6 weeks, I think. In about that time, I don't remember. Maybe it's 6 to 8 weeks. I think it's 6 to 8. I don't remember. I'll have to look on my chart and I'll tell y'all for sure. But anyway, so I got to wait a few weeks to get my scans, and then in about 6 weeks, I'm gonna start a new round of chemo. That's a pill that you take twice a day, and I'm going to be on that regimen for 6 months. And then after that, I'll go on the one that you take once a day, probably for the rest of my life. Now, when I get the scans, if it shows more cancer, then I'll probably, when I finish, I don't know if I'll finish that whole 6 months of that. Honestly, when she said I had to go back on chemo, I started just like the wah, 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 like when my husband says stuff to me. But anyway, I kind of zoned out a little bit, but it's all on my chart and I'll just have to read it later. But I just wanted to get y'all like the main points. So I might have to go back for regular chemo, but I am going to have to take this pill. And she said that it's not as hard on you as, the chemo that I've already been through, but that it is pretty hard on you, or it can be. And that I have to use some kind of lotion on my hands and feet because it can like affect the palms of your hand and the bottom of your feet and stuff. And so anyway, I've got to do that. And I don't know. I was looking at it. I was trying to see if I could find on this paper what it's even called. Keep going, Susie. Okay. It is. Oh boy. Let me see if I can get by this light where I can see it a little bit. I'm going to try to pronounce it the way that they say it. It's capecitabine. Capecitabine. It says it treats cancer, including breast, colon, esophagus, rectum, stomach, and pancreas cancers. And anyway, you take it twice a day. And then that's the normal stuff, like it might interfere with this or that, which anyway, it says it can have an allergic reaction, itching or hives, swelling of the face, hands, tingling of your mouth and throat. And she said that I'd probably get mouth sores again. Blistering, peeling, red skin rash, chest pain, may spread to your arms, back, and all that. Diarrhea, bloody bowel movements. I'm sorry if anybody's eating. Fast pounding heart, fever, chills, cough, sore throat, body aches, swelling of the hands, ankles, or feet, unusual tiredness, unusual bleeding or bruising, that kind of thing. Fun, constipation, hair loss, and loss of appetite / weight loss. Hey, 1 out of 15's not bad, right? So anyway, that's I mean, I get a few weeks off. I get, 2 or 3, a couple of 3 months off, and then I get to start that for 6 months. So I'm going to try to enjoy my next 2 or 3 months before I get to start all that. And that wasn't really what I wanted to hear. So I kind of been in a little bit of a depression today. And then I came home and was watching Natalie, and cancer's so damn unfair, y'all. It is just, I'm sick of it. I'm just really sick of it. Yeah. Sorry to hear about the chemo pills. Yeah, I was ready for her to say that she was going to put me on those that I take for the rest of my life, because that's what she had said before. But I asked her, I said, well, are we going to do this before we know that it's not, I mean, it could be gone. I just went through, 28 days of radiation. Are we going to just assume that I need to go to, straight to chemo? And she says, we're going to assume that it's there and that it's never going to be completely gone, which is not something you want to hear. But she had said it before, and I just kind of ignored it. So, yeah, it's a lot, but good you get some time off. Yeah. Uh, I hate it. Cancer sucks so bad. I know, isn't it awful? I tell you what, it's been 13 years, and the first time that I got breast cancer, I felt just a little pea-sized bump under on the bottom side of my breast, and I went to my doctor, who was also a really good friend of mine, and she was doing the exam and everything, and I was getting ready to tell her I've found a bump. I was getting ready to tell her, and I felt her feel where it was at, and I saw her face, and she said, "What's that?" And I said, "That's what I was going to ask you." And she did not like it, but the look on her face, I knew right then. I knew right then it's cancer. I hope that you have very few, if any, of those reactions. Boy, me too. Yeah, they print out everything. Yeah, the thing I read off a bunch of them is the ones that I was reading. There was actually more than what I read. The ones I was reading were the ones that every other chemo has given me. So I'm just like, oh hell, this one will probably do it too. So it's like I'm one of those people that they say that if it can happen, it does. So who knows? But I'm gonna, I always think positive. I have that. Like today is my poor pitiful me day, and I'm a little down in the dumps about it, and kind of, you know, I don't know, looking at the negative side of it, I guess. But by tomorrow or the next day, I'll be back to, fight mode, and we're going to do this, and it's going to be fine. It's how I've got through it for 13 years. Is fake it till you make it, I guess. But I really just have never, I've just never really let the thought that I wouldn't survive it creep in for more than just literally a couple minutes here and there. And the rest of the time, I'm just like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to beat it. I'm going to beat it. And so far, I just keep beating it. And yeah, Carrie Ann, absolutely. But it's amazing. Like I've said before, I've had 4 of my friends that have passed from breast cancer. It's like to have 4 friends that passed from cancer in general, but to have 4 friends that passed from breast cancer. And another weird thing about me with my cancer is I didn't know that there's like several different kinds of breast cancer. There's different kinds of it. Um, and they all have different degrees of what's more rare or less rare, and what's, more aggressive or less aggressive and everything. But I've had cancer 3 times, and I've had 4 different kinds of cancer or breast cancer. So it's not like that they miss the cancer. It literally is a different kind. Now, this last time, um, well, the first time I had cancer and I'll have those notes and everything and tell y'all what they were. But like the first time I had cancer, it was like one kind of cancer. And then a year later, I had cancer again. It was a different kind of breast cancer. And same breast, but a different kind. So then we went 10 years. And whenever they found that breast cancer, I actually had two completely different kinds of breast cancer at the same time. And so I don't know what's left in there now. So we'll see. Um, or maybe not. I mean, when I get the scans, I guess we'll see for sure if there's still some in there. But the doctors at MD Anderson seem to think that it's always going to be there. And my oncologist here in Tulsa seemed to think it too. So it's good to see you, Gary. Yeah, I hope I have an easier time than what the paper makes it sound. But yeah, I'm really good at fighting the side effects. And you half the time my family didn't even really realize that I was having stuff except for just tired. They would know I was tired because that was obvious. I was laying in bed or in the recliner or something all the time. But like, and it's not that I hide it from them. I just don't think about it. Like, they give you medicine for the nausea, and I have been so lucky. I mean, I've had breast cancer 3 times. I have not thrown up one time from nausea from chemo, not one time. Even though I had what they call the red devil, and they were like, if it's going to happen, you're going to do it now. Didn't do it. And I mean, it wasn't even like that I was like holding back. I just, if I started feeling a little bit nauseous, I just took my medicine and, you know, just gave myself some time and space. And I was careful what I ate. I would try not to eat things that, you know, were real heavy on my stomach and stuff like that. But um, she said that the thing that'll probably, with this one, that I probably will have the most trouble with is the whole my hands and foot deal where it swells up and gets like blisters and stuff on it. She said she really expects that one. So my sister-in-law had a friend that fought for years and years. She was a hardcore athlete, kept going or kept doing those marathons. Yeah. It's from across the land. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, go with that feeling that tells you that you'll beat it. Yeah. Yep. It's been over a decade of having it and surviving. It says say a lot. Um, I don't know. I've just been so lucky. I really have. I've just been so lucky. I mean, I say that. I've had a rough go of it. I mean, it has been rough. If I'm absolutely honest, I mean, there were some really, really rough times. But I don't know. I'm just strong. Uh, I'm strong. You're a strong woman. You have a great outlook and a way of dealing with it. Yeah. I, a lot of it, I worried this time. Um, the first 2 times that I had cancer, my biggest worry was telling my mom that I had cancer. Because, moms worry. And my mom, I had the best mother in the world. And I know that, I mean, not everybody, but if you love your mom, if you had a good mom, then you think you had the best mom. There's some bad ones out there, but if you think you had a good mom, then you think you had the best mom, kind of thing. So, but I had the best mom. So, but I was so worried. I was more worried about telling her that I had it and how she would deal with me having it and everything. And so I would really act strong. And I just honestly, it was a fake it till you make it kind of a situation. I wouldn't let myself get down for very long. because I couldn't let my mom see me get down, because if I did, I was afraid she'd fall apart. And then after my second battle with breast cancer, she got it. So, and I tell you what, I thought we were going to lose her because she's a stubborn woman, and she would just go to bed, and like she wouldn't drink anything, she wouldn't eat anything, and she was just getting weak as could be and everything. And I'd go up there, and oh, I'd have to fuss at her, and it would just kill me. It would just absolutely kill me to have to fuss at her. But you know, I'd have to kind of make her mad so that she would like bow up, and kind of start drinking, or at least, water, not. But hell, I wouldn't have cared if she's drinking alcohol. As long as there was some kind of fluids going in her body, I probably wouldn't have cared. But I thought we were gonna lose her because she's just gonna lay there and die, because she just feels so bad. She really had a rough go of it. And she would just feel so bad that she would just sleep, for the whole day and not drink anything. And so anyway, but the first two times that I had cancer, I was so worried about her that I wouldn't tell her everything that I was going through. I just kind of, I'd almost make myself forget that I was going through some of it. It was just weird. I can't really explain it, but I would. And I mean, I still worked. We still had the newspaper and everything, and I still worked and all that, and still cooked and cleaned and everything. This time rolls around, and my mom had died. And they literally found it like a month later. And I was kind of scared that I wouldn't handle it as well, because I was kind of scared that, without my mom here for me to, you know, be strong for her, that I was afraid I'd kind of get into self-pity mode. And but I didn't. I did exactly the same thing. I just got stronger. But I tell you, I really thought this one might kill me. I had 54, yeah, 54 weeks of chemo every Friday for 54 weeks. I had a dear, sorry, my nose is itching. Oh, goodness. It has been so windy here. I had a dear sweet friend from childhood. She knew something was wrong, but when she raised concerns about what was going on, she was talked out of anything being wrong. Oh my goodness. When she finally went elsewhere, it was too late and she didn't make it. That's so terrible. The consistent story out of our health system. Yeah. Mm. So, do you live in in Oklahoma, Gary? I knew someone who had it 4 times. The last time almost took her away. Yeah. And then she suddenly got better and stayed healthy for years. She's still with us. First time she had it, she was a teen. Oh my gosh, she's now 66. Wow. That is crazy. Isn't it something? Yeah, Ada. So you're from, I didn't realize that you were from Oklahoma. I don't know. It's like I should have known that. Dawn Gloves peeks back in. I got blown off so many times, especially with the thyroid cancer. Yeah, but both really bad. I think they have thyroid problem. Why do you think? Yeah, I have I have thyroid problems. I have Hashimoto's. So I understand about thyroid problems. And my daughter, they were worried that she might have had thyroid cancer, but it wasn't cancerous. So I was uh, I was so glad. But her best friend from high school had thyroid cancer. So it was scary. I don't know how it seems like I knew that you were from Oklahoma, but for some reason it just like slipped my mind. I live, I don't know if you know where Drumright's at, but we're west of Tulsa. Drumright's just a little dink town, but anyway, yeah, that is so sad, Gary. I don't know, y'all. Cancer just sucks. I don't know. If I could wish anything away in this world, I think it would be cancer. It takes so many great people, and it's just not fair. Yeah. Yep. Long story short, you know your body better than anyone. Don't take no from anybody. Absolutely. I was so shocked this last time when they diagnosed me with cancer. I had had some seromas in my chest, which are just like big pockets of fluid, like water balloons in there. And I mean, like literally, they would drain it with a needle and drain like a 2 liter bottle of fluid off of my chest and side. And oh yeah, you went to the tech school in Drumright for a while. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's a very popular place. They do some good stuff there. But anyway, so they were doing that, and my it would swell up, and it got to where it would like open up little spots on my chest, and it would leak. Well, so I went to the doctor, and they were cleaning it out and doing all this stuff, and they ended up having to leave an open incision so that they could drain it more easily. And I had to pack it for like a year, every day, twice a day for a year. And I mean, it's been it's been a trip. But so anyway, when the doctor went in before the packing thing, but when he went in and to open it up and to clean it out and everything, he noticed something that looked weird, and so he did a he sent it off to the lab, and he was just a plastic surgeon that I had went to, and he was going to clean this all up and close it up and make it look great. So I went back for my check in like a week after the surgery, and he does the whole deal where he's like sits on the little stool and he squishes the stool up close to you, like almost like between your knees, and he sits there and he reaches over and takes my hand and he's like, well, when we did the surgery, we found something that looked a little odd, so we sent it off, and he said it came back as breast cancer. And you could have knocked me over with a feather. Mark and I had, on the way over there, we had been laughing and cutting up and talking, and we were actually looking at a couple of houses, one in particular, not to buy them both, but we were looking at two different ones, one in particular, but two in total, um, in Savannah, Georgia. And I'm friends well, I've got lots of friends in Savannah, but one of them is Paula Dean. And so we've been kind of wanting to start. We kind of talked about when he retires, like living there part of the year. And so we thought, well, if we lived there, you know, like in the winter so that it would be warmer, then we could do like a Airbnb, and rent the house out in the summer and come back here, be here with our family and everything for summer vacation and all that, and rent it when it's like a real touristy season there in Savannah because of Tybee Island and everything. And anyway, but we'd been talking about these houses and everything all the way over there. And I was telling him, oh, I found this one. It's absolutely great. We ought to fly out there and look at it. And, we ought to this and that. And just, you know, it was honestly the first time that I had actually felt kind of happy since my mom had passed. And And I was just very relaxed that day and just, everything was great. And went in there and he told me I had cancer. Loving life. It's got to head off. Everybody take care. We will. I'm going to have to get off of here too in just a minute. No, you wanted, so you went to the truck driving deal? Oh, you retired from aerospace industry. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. But so anyway, y'all, I probably better get off of here. I could talk all evening, but I want to go talk to my husband a little bit about what the doctor said today. I told him a little bit about it earlier, but I'm sure he's still got more questions. But anyway, I'm going to go talk to him a little bit and try to get some sleep. I'll probably be on Cricket's live later though. I usually fall asleep and then I wake back up. I always just kind of, my eyes just pop open right when it's time for her live. So, but anyway, I really appreciate y'all coming by. Y'all don't know what it means to me. You really don't. I've been so stuck in my house by myself. My husband works all the time. Not so much now. He has, really cut back the hours. I really wanted him to cut them back, and he has. And, but for a year, I was home alone a lot and just, you get lonely. And my kids, they've got lives and their own kids and, everything. But so this is really so fun. And I just appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for your time. And I'm sending you love, girl. I mean, y'all don't understand. I mean, this is just great. You have a great night. Yep. See you on Chow's channel. You got a notification this time, but slept through it. Well, at least the notification went out. But y'all come back in a little bit and just leave some kind of a little message on the just in the message deal, because tomorrow we're going to do the giveaway. So, and I'm telling you, it's some good stuff. It really is. It is about $200 worth of product. So, like I said, I didn't pay that for it because I am a bargain shopper, but it would be if I had to. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the love and the prayers. I'm a firm believer in that. So anyway, I love you guys. I'm gonna go, and I will see you all maybe tomorrow. Um, if not, definitely the next day. So okay, not you, not you. Okay. Uh, I'll see y'all later. You have a good evening. Bye.